Hello everyone, and today we will be reviewing the Nissan Fairlady Z Nismo from Tomica, number 88, a 2024 release. I got this imported from Japan, from a guy I know who usually ships these stuff. There is a local Tomica shop near me, or on another town that I have to visit, or should I say another city. But they don't have this one yet, or I didn't think they will be getting this one anytime soon. So I just decided to, import it from a guy. I don't want to wait. I didn't necessarily want to wait for like one die cast for like, I don't know, 2 years. So I just got it, and sure, it was kind of a little expensive, but it's kind of cool, honestly. But this plastic wrap is kind of already open. That's because I have already unboxed it before I recorded this video. I did it around 3 to 2 weeks ago. Just wanted to see. To be honest, I was just really excited when I got this casting, so I just wanted to open it up, without even making a video. So during that time I was kind of having like my exams, so I wouldn't necessarily just go and get, fix all my setup and everything just to open up one car. I didn't want to go through that hassle, so I just opened it up immediately as it came. So let's just unbox this thing. Now, if you didn't notice, on the box it says the scale is 157. Now, usually, Hot Wheels cars are 164 scale, but Tomica doesn't necessarily have a fixed scale. They make 163s, 162s, sometimes 159 scale, etc. Now, the reason they do this is kind of, very weird, like probably to get all the proportions right or something. But again, if you put it beside like all the other cars, they start to look kind of uncanny. Like on the video, it looks kind of fine because I have zoomed in on the car, but in person it might look a little weird if you place all the cars together. I'll bring my Hot Wheels Z in a bit, but I'm just comparing the scale. As you can see clearly, the Tomica one is a little bigger than usual. Now, Hot Wheels scales are also not always fixed. They're sometimes 163.2, 161, but it is marketed as 164 scale. They're never in the true. They're never made in the true scale, as they say. So, yeah. Anyway, let's just take a look at the casting for now. Now, for the front, there isn't nothing much going on besides the headlight details, which Tomica usually skips. There's the grille. There's this little additional line that you'll get to see in the Nismo variant. There's the extended splitter alongside the Nismo red line there. An additional arrow also has been added on the bumper for aerodynamic reasons, I guess. There's the top. Two-tone color, black roof, wide body paint. Let's move on to the side. Z badge on the side, right there. Just underneath, just below the back window there. That's the fuel cap right there. Here's the back. More details. This is the bumper right here. A little aggressive or a little complicated. Then there's the red line once again. All the Nismo cars have that. The details on this thing is actually pretty nice. It's not that bad as you would expect. Surprisingly, this is a very detailed model because recently Tomica has been, adding these special details to some specific cars, like this Z. Another one was, I believe, the Honda Freed, I guess. I'm not sure. Another one could be the released Honda Prelude, which has the same color as this guy. Also had like similar details, similar detail style, I would say, as this guy. So they're just trying to, add more details finally to their cars, but they refuse to change the wheels. Now, one of the big criticisms come from Tomica are the wheels. They're just really bland and boring. They look kind of cheap. Most people just take them off, put the Hot Wheels wheels on. And sure, I agree that they definitely ruin the look of the car. However, I don't think they will be changing these wheels anytime soon because they've been using it since, I don't know, since they started making die-cast cars, and they're still continuing on it. I don't think they will ever get rid of these wheels or that. Yeah, but they have one thing I will note for sure is that their cars have this suspension system, right? So usually when they put the suspension things on their cars, the ride height just gets very uncanny and very weird. They have fixed that on their newest releases, like the Z right here it's pretty low actually. If I were to, unlike the other Tomicas that I have, some of them have incredible and stupidly large amounts of, or huge amounts of ride height, which look very weird. Anyway, let's compare it to the Hot Wheels one, not the Nismo variant, but rather the prototype variant. Okay, now the scale difference comes in mine, as you can see. Like literally right now, the Hot Wheels one looks incredibly smaller at this point. The 400Z is definitely really big. As you can see here, it just comes almost to the front wheels, the front part of this 400, the Hot Wheels one, and the 300ZX. I guess they're the same length, but the length on this guy is kind of short. I don't know why, but yeah, there's the scale difference, or I should say the length difference. To be honest, I'm not sure. I mean, this thing is definitely smaller, but has less length than the Nismo variant. But yeah, let's just continue our comparison. So the front, nothing necessarily changed except on the Nismo variant. There's like more aero parts, and for the lights, I was gonna talk about the lights actually. The lights on the Tomica one, I think, go well than the Hot Wheels one. It just kind of gets stretched out there, but it's fine on the other side. The Tomica one is kind of perfectly still. On the side, now this is not a proper comparison, by the way, because I'm comparing the prototype variant to the Nismo variant. So yeah, just don't take this as a like a serious comparison. I'm just doing it for fun. The side is pretty much fine, I guess. Oh, the Tomica one's Tomica one has no side mirrors. Here's the back. They're pretty much the same, honestly. Except that the roof here is part of the body instead of, you know, being a separate piece of the Hot Wheels one. No details on the base of this guy, but that doesn't matter. Who cares about the base, honestly? So that's kind of pretty much it. That was a really stupid comparison. In my opinion, for the Hot Wheels one, Tomica also made I believe, a prototype variant or the standard variant of the 400Z. But I think the Hot Wheels one wins for the standard variant release of the 400Z. For the Nismo one, definitely Tomica did it well. There's like no other brand that did this release yet, I believe, except for Mini GT. I need to see that. Other than that, Tomica did a really good job on this one. This is probably my favorite Tomica right now. Pretty happy to own it. Might get the Super GT variant of this guy to complete my Nissan Z collection. And there's also the GT4 there. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this terrible review. I've gotten really bad at making reviews. It's been like a month since I'm doing this. A month or two, to be honest. My last review was probably in September. Yeah. So, thanks for watching.